What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Purdue's offense comes onto the field first today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Rides to back and leaves it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just keep swinging it. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Fit it in the window for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Rutgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Purdue! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Snagged in the middle. It's Duff. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Duff. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Duff. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking for room. It's Campbell. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got a man. It's Thomas. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Campbell. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Campbell. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels doesn't...
He's trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Stanford. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's McCoby. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. There's the pressure. Puts it out of the air. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. They were well short of the first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Using the quick game. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sheffield. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Red pass, it's complete.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Rutgers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
And the Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Duff. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It's complete to the left.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep...
Touchdown, Rutgers! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 7 over Utah State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The throw. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. All out of space. Running inside the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give from the gun. Heading to the end zone. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The give to the tailback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. And now they'll have to dial something up on 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battle?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Boilermakers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Gets it past the marker.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Gives him the big stiff arm. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover.
Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great...
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Scarlet Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. The 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense will quickly use a timeout. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense,